the Champions League final is the most viewed, most cared about in football. Which team in blue is gonna lift the trophy, Man City or Inter?
I'm ready to go. Kush got me low. Finish the drink up, take the show on the road. I got plenty to show. Why your vibe is so low? Whisper in your ear, let my tongue touch your soul.
Two teams that want more. Inter just won Coppa Italia. Man City won the EPL and FA Cup. They beat their arch rivals United in the finals 2-1. Of course, they're better than their arch rivals by a wide margin. But the thing about finals, the atmosphere is so electric and nerves are kicking in. In any other day, it would probably be a 3-4-0 game. But since that is what the setting was, it was only a 1-goal game. And again, I probably see the same thing happening today. And you've seen in the last 3 Champions League finals, 1-0, 1-0, and 1-0. Inter is better than we think, so Man City needs to be careful. But when you look at Man City, they just have guys that are in form. Mainly their captain, who's holding things down, doing what captains are supposed to do, and that is making a difference. İlkay Gündoğan scoring goals from out of the box with his right foot, with his left foot, scoring goals over his head, kicking them into the back of the net. This guy is a special player. And of course they have Haaland, who's just bagging goals. His first year in the Prem, we already know, broke the record. Pep Guardiola, you could say the best coach of all time, straight motivator. And in the back, that's the only vulnerable part, I think, for City. Kyle Walker, arguably one of the best right backs in the world, super pacey, and he could strike a diagonal ball like nobody else. But big Rams on Inter, I think he is a difference maker in this match. I know he hasn't been starting regularly in the Champions League, but sometimes you just have to switch things up, and we've seen it back then in the Champions League. I think it was 2018, 2019 when Tottenham made the final. They had Lucas Moura score a hat-trick in the semi, and this game is so cruel, he didn't even play in the final. So I think you have to sit Dzeko and start Romelu because he's been playing so well, just bullying defenders, and it doesn't matter who's there. Diaz, he'll get the same baby in. Same with Akanji. John Stones, obviously, we'll know, will get bullied by Lukaku. He's just doing what he has to do, scoring goals, making assists. And there's definitely goals in this game, and they could be scored early. In the FA Cup final, Gündoğan scored in the first minute, and Inter against Atalanta a few weeks back, Lukaku scored in the first minute. So these teams get off to quick starts, and that's what you want. You want to see goals, right? I do see not much goals in this game. I see probably 2-1, but I do have City winning. And this is a trophy they need to lift, because look at how much legends have came through the club and no Champions League title to show for. Yaya Toure, Vincent Kompany, David Silva, Sergio Aguero. This is a time for City. They're going to win the treble. They have all the talent in the world. This is the team. You could look back 10 years from now, 20 years from now, and be like, this team had it all. As good as Inter are in the midfield with Brozovic and Barella. Barella just won Midfielder of the Year in Serie A. Manchester City just have the crafty, the shifty De Bruyne who can change a game just like that. And Rodri behind him, playing that number 6 role. He's so smart with what he does, and he doesn't make mistakes, doesn't lose the ball. That's what you want. That's why City always has so much possession. These guys don't lose the ball. All Ederson could play in the field. We've heard this so many times. He doesn't lose the ball, so good with his feet. In the keeper situation, I don't think anybody has a real advantage. Onana's really good. Ederson's really good. And this is not going to be an easy game for City, because just as much as Kyle Walker has pace and can get up and down the pitch, the same way Inter, they have the same kind of player in Dumfries. He's going to do all the running on that flank, and he's going to look for his target man, Lautaro Martinez and Lukaku. We know how well they are at finishing in the box, and of course they can create on their own. Also, so much link-up play between those two. They have such good chemistry. I think Haaland, he hasn't scored in a while. He's been struggling. This is a big game for him. I'm intrigued to see what Man City is gonna do with Rams. Big Rams, he's so powerful. He's gonna create space. He's gonna get shots off. I do think Man City is gonna come away with the W. The treble is gonna be complete, but I do want Inter to win because you see what Big Rams is doing. You see his name in the news. He's dealing with Meg the Stallion, and let's be honest, ever since the Stallion locked up Mr. Lane, she has been looking unreal. And you know how it is with footy players after big events, when they win tournaments, their gals come on the pitch, and we are in for a treat if Inter win this Champions League final. It's your boy Jayo Sto. Let's have a game.